Hello everybody and welcome to the Mixed Media Mania YouTube hop. I am super excited that I was asked to join. I do want to say thank you to our sponsors. All of these wonderful companies have donated either gift cards or actual prizes for you to win. So be sure to check out every single one of the videos and comment and subscribe because each stop you will have a chance to win a prize. So pretty awesome. I think there's 22 people in the hop, so that is a lot of chances to win. So I'm going to be creating a mixed media canvas today, and I'm starting off by using a round canvas. I found mine at Target. If you have trouble finding the round canvas, you can always use some recycled cardboard from cereal box or even some chipboard or a box from shipping or something and make your own circle and then just add some gesso to it, and there you have your round canvas. So I'm adding some crackle paste, and this is the white crackle paste, and I add it just kind of randomly, and then I also like to add it thicker in some areas and thinner in other areas. That way I get a variation of cracks, so I get some small cracks and some larger cracks. And then I let that dry completely on its own. That way I get the best effect from the crackle paste. And now I'm adding some light paste, and I am using a Tim Holtz stencil. And all of these supplies that I am using today will be listed down below in the description box, as well as over on my website if you want to go check it out. So today I'm going to be using some Dylusions products, some paints and some sprays. This is some paint, and I just watered it down a little bit because I want it a little bit runny, and I want that color to get in all of those grooves from the stencil and the light paste that I put on the canvas. Going to add some black. This is again some Dylusions spray, and this way I get a lot of depth in the project, and I wanted the spray to kind of mix in with that paint because I didn't want it to be super black. I just wanted it to be a little darker, again to give the canvas a little bit more depth and dimension with all of the textures from the light paste. And then I started splattering on some of that spray just to give a little bit of variation of where it was, and then I water it down, and then this is the effect that it gave. And after that dried, I am now taking a little stamp. It's like a Finnabair stamp, has some script on it and some stays on ink, which will not react to water, so that's why I use that, because I was going to add more sprays and paints, so I didn't want it to bleed, the ink to bleed. And I just randomly stamp on the canvas just to give it a little bit more texture in the background. And next I am going to be starting to add the embellishments, and I am using the 7 Dot Studio Northern Lights collection, and I absolutely love this collection. I am obsessed with purple right now. Well, my favorite color is purple, but in the past I haven't really used it in my projects that much, but lately I've been using it a lot. So and because Dee Dee is one of the people that is organizing this hop, she designed the 7 Dot Studio paper, so I thought it was fitting to use it, and I was itching to use it anyway, so good excuse to use it. And I have this lace, and this is I'm using up the last little bits that I have, and I am, well, first I used some Distress spray in Picket Fence, and then I am adding some white gesso to it just to make it a little bit more white. It was a little too aged for this project. And then I'm going to add it to the canvas with some Fabri-Tac, and Fabri-Tac is my choice of glue. I use it all the time for everything, for paper, for metal embellishments, for fabric, for everything. I absolutely love it. And now I'm just going to start layering up all of my embellishments and different ephemera pieces and things like that. Some of the Prima art pebbles, and I love these. I really like the smaller ones more than the larger ones, so I have probably 4 or 5 containers just full of the larger size, because I use the smaller size up really fast because I really like the effect that it gives to a project. Alright, so now that the pebbles are all on my canvas and I basically have everything that I want on my canvas, I am now going to add some white gesso, and I am adding it to the embellishments, this resin piece, the metal piece, the art pebbles, the resin frame, and a little bit more on that lace, just so that I get a nice coat of it on everything, so that I can add a little bit more color if I want to any of the pieces, and then what I don't want colored will just stay white. So I use this trick often when I am in a hurry. I use a heat tool to make the gesso a little bit sticky, and then it adheres better to embellishments, especially the art pebbles and the metal pieces. It helps it dry a little quicker, and it just puts a thicker coat on whatever I am trying to cover up. Covering up some Wow Studio chipboard pieces with some gesso, and then I'm going to add them to the canvas. To just continue to add color now, and I like to do this after all of my embellishments are on, to add a little bit more color here and there, especially if the color tends to fade a little bit. I didn't really see a problem with the Dylusion sprays, and this is the first time I'm using them, and I absolutely love them. I love that there's no shimmer in them. I like things to be matte. I don't care for a lot of shimmer, and so I think I will definitely be using these more often. The colors are very vibrant, and there is so many wonderful colors to choose from, and they are they work on everything that I put them on. So yeah, I will definitely be using more of these Dylusion sprays. So as you could see, I used a little bit of pink, and then I am going to add a little bit more in a little bit, but I wasn't sure if I wanted that much pink at this point. But I'm just going to continue to add color, and you'll see me water it down a little bit, and then kind of move the canvas around, and that's just the process that I do. And you could see here I am adding more of that pink, but I am adding it over that purple because I didn't really want it to be super, super bright pink. So I do add it, and then it kind of mixes in with that darker color. And I'm going in now with a paintbrush to add pink to some of the embellishments, like the chipboard stars and some of the art pebbles, just to kind of make those stand out a little bit more. Going in again with the Dylusion paint, and I'm kind of tapping it on, and then I will kind of blend it out. I don't really like stark lines on my project, so I use my finger to kind of blend it out a little bit, and just kind of pounce my finger on the paint or the paintbrush, as you could see. And then a lot of times I will use baby wipes to do this, to kind of blend out the color, so it's has a blended effect and not, you know, the stark lines. So I'm just going to continue to add the paint, the purple paint. this point, I was really liking how the canvas was turning out, and I felt it needed a little bit more depth, so I'm going back in with that black spray, and I'm just adding it kind of randomly, just where I kind of feel needs a little bit more depth and dimension to the project. So you could see me here using my finger to blend out that paint, and then I'll add a little bit of water. A lot of times, like I said, I do use a baby wipe to blend out, but I was being lazy and I didn't want to search for the baby wipes. So to finish off the project, I am adding some white splatters, and I love using the Distress Spray Stain in Picket Fence to add splatters to my projects. I did try the Dylusions white spray. It wasn't as opaque as the Distress Spray Stain, which I was actually really surprised. So I just go in and add a ton of splatters. And then I did add a sticker that says "Follow Your Heart" in the center of the canvas. And that is going to complete my project for this hop. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to check out everyone else's videos. All of the links will be down below, and more information will be over on my website. Here is your next stop for the hop, and I want to thank you guys so much for stopping by, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.